Honorable Chairman of the Committee, Sri Anand Sharma, respected Secretary General Sahab, and respected Secretary Sahab, for virtual presentation of 4 reports of Department-related Parliamentary Standing Committee on Home Affairs. Now I would like to request to Chairman of the Committee, Sri Anand Sharma, kindly present these reports to Honorable Chairman Raj Sahab. Now, sir, you may present.
Sir, with your kind permission, I present a copy each, both English and Hindi, of the following reports of the Department-related Parliamentary Standing Committee on Home Affairs. First, 226th report on action taken by the government on the recommendations and observations contained in the 224th report on demand for grants 2020 and 21 of the Ministry of Home Affairs. Second, 227th report on action taken by the government on the recommendations, observations contained in the 225th report on demand for grants for the year 2020-2021 of the Ministry of Development of Northeastern Region. Third, 228th report on action taken by the government on the recommendations and observations contained in the 222nd report on the management of worsening traffic situation in Delhi. And fourth, sir, 229th report on the management of COVID-19 pandemic and related issues. I also seek your permission, sir, for publication of the reports and forwarding them to the respective ministries for further necessary action. I am now handing over, with your permission, sir, these reports to the Secretary General of the Rajya Sabha.
Thank you. Go ahead. Thank you, Anand Sharma ji. Thank you, and your members of the committee for studying and submitting the report.
Honorable Chairman, sir, I, on my personal behalf and on behalf of the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Home Affairs, thank you for giving your time and this opportunity for virtual presentation of these 4 reports of the Department-related Standing Committee on Home Affairs. Sir, this is for the first time that the Committee on Home Affairs has presented the reports through virtual meeting. I thank you again. Sir, I would like to mention that the committee has deliberated on the subject of management of COVID-19 pandemic and related issues in its 3 meetings held on 15th July, 19th August and 27th of August 2020. The 2 meetings of the committee held on 19th August 2020 for 4 hours and 12 minutes and on 27th of August 2020 for 4 hours 45 minutes had set record for holding deliberations for such a long time without any break. Sir, we had detailed presentations and submissions from the Ministry of Home Affairs, Ministry of Health, ICMR, AIMS, and other experts who are dealing with this pandemic and the situation that is confronting India and the world. Sir, as on date, COVID-19 cases in our country have crossed 1 crore, according to the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. This surely remains a cause of concern. However, the situation has improved and stabilized, as is evident from the fact that our mortality rate has been very low and has been contained. Also, the recovery rate is very high. Out of the total cases that I mentioned, the recovered cases are more than 96 lakhs, and the active cases are only 3 lakhs, little over 3 lakhs. And unfortunately, the deaths have been 1,45,810. Sir, India has been able to respond as a nation with grit and determination to this challenge. This pandemic has tested the governments and societies across the globe, as such a outbreak has not been seen for over a century, as you know, sir, after the last Spanish flu. This outbreak of pandemic has had a devastating effect on economies, and India has also been severely affected. There was a lockdown that was necessary to contain the spread, but it had also led to, understandably, disruption, shutdown of economic activity, and the committee has examined in depth the social and economic fallout, and particularly the severity of it on the poor and vulnerable sections. Sir, the migrant workers, the daily wage earners, the daily income earners were the worst affected. The economy went into a severe contraction in the first quarter of this financial year.
Anandji,
As
all
reported
the report
by
now.
the RBI, the economy contracted by 23.9%, which again highlights how severe it has been. Fortunately, sir, because of the mitigating measures that have been taken by the central government, the state government, the interventions made to revive the economy, the stimulus given slowly is having an impact, as is evident from the recovery in the second quarter, where, contrary to the earlier apprehensions, it is in single digit of 7.6%. However, sir, yes, sir, Honorable Sir.
No, please, I'll go through the report and then I will ask the Secretary General to go for publication of the same. And then once we get an opportunity in the House, we will discuss elaborately all.
Sure, sir. So I'll just mention one thing, sir, with your permission, that one thing I wanted to put on record, sir, before you, that though we have made certain recommendations, including a national database of migrant workers, but we have also noted with much appreciation the resilience that India has shown and the remarkable response, particularly in ramping up the infrastructure by creating record number of isolation beds, which have gone up almost 13 times from 1.74 lakhs to 15 lakhs. ICU beds have almost quadrupled in the country, which are oxygen supported. The laboratories we had, sir, only 151. Today we have more than 2,267. The testing in the country was 28,773 till 31st of March is now more than 1.6 crores. The PPE kits that India is making, it was 3,87,000 as on 31st of March. Now it is more than 6 crores. This is credit to the manner in which the government of India, the state governments, the administration have responded. And also, I want to place, sir, on record today the work that has been done by our frontline warriors, the doctors, the healthcare workers. The country has fought this pandemic, it continues to fight in as one nation. So we have also recommended a relook at the Epidemics Act of 1897, the NDMA Act of 2005, which had to be invoked to manage the pandemic, sir. which is meant for handling disasters. I am sure, sir, that the report that we are presenting is futuristic. It also informs both the Parliament as well as the nation about the lessons that we have learned and how India has responded and prepared itself. For a quick and sustained response to such a crisis, sir, in future, a national plan the committee has recommended should also be formulated, and the 3 acts, which I have 2 of which I referred to just now, for better coordination, God forbid, if such a situation ever visits us again. I now seek your permission, sir, for the publication of the reports, which have been, I must mention, that the report has been adopted unanimously by the Standing Committee, which makes me, as a chairman, happy and satisfied that this report on which the committee has worked very hard has been unanimous.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Anand Sharma. I would like to compliment you as the chairman and also members of the committee for the good work they have done and the elaborate discussion they had. And then finally, the report is unanimous. That's a good thing. I will ask the Secretary General to go for publication of the report, and I will also go through it in detail. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, I would